Yo, did she really say that?
No, I think she did.
Yo, what's good, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to another Sistas video. This video is entitled, Is Karen Really Pregnant? If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, you always know what it is and what it will be. First of all, baby, this Karen pregnancy bombshell that was dropped on Wednesday night has many of people in their feelings. And I get it and I understand. And I have been asked several times, do I believe that Karen is pregnant? And honestly, yes, I believe Karen is pregnant. Like I told someone earlier today, I know that Karen is all over the place emotionally, but I do not believe that she will lie about something like this, especially out of all the sisters. She is the one who has consistently talked about starting a family. So I know that the narrative, you know what I'm saying, the narrative that has been out there, I have read many comments about people believing that Karen is trying to trap Zach. That narrative has mostly come from the Zatima fan base. Zach's fan base believes that Karen wants his money. That's all it is about. It's about his money. She didn't want him until he had money, which is incorrect. And they was like, Aaron don't have it like that. You know what I'm saying? So she wants to be with Zach because Zach has all this money. That is incorrect also. Aaron, for those who probably have forgotten, Aaron is a multimillionaire. And if you don't remember, go back to season 1 when Aaron and Fawn were in Andy's office going over the stipulations of their divorce. Aaron gave Fawn $1 million in the settlement plus $25,000 a month for child support for kids that don't even belong to him. I said, now wait a damn minute. I don't know anybody who would pay that much money a month for children that didn't come out of him. But, maybe that's just the person that Aaron is. But anyway, that's what he gave Fawn. So if you're able to give someone $1 million in a settlement plus $25,000 a month, trust me, Zach's $1 million is chump change. So the reality is this whole thing with Karen and Zach, when it comes to that, their dynamic is deeper than money. It is so deeper than money. And so when I thought about this, and I can't even begin to tell y'all how many people reached out to me and asked that question about, do I really believe that Karen is pregnant? And the reason she would, that's the oldest trick in the book, to tell someone that you're pregnant when you're not pregnant, and she's been drinking and smoking weed, but she's supposedly pregnant. And I get all of that, and that does make hella sense. But we all got to understand who we dealing with. We dealing with Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? God ain't the only person who can make a way out of no way, because if somebody can make a way out of no way with storylines that don't make a bit of damn sense, it is Mr. Tyler Perry. Because logically, those of us who are sane, we do understand that Karen would not be able to tell that she is pregnant. Now, in the upcoming, one of the previews that have been released, and I believe it's on the Sistas Instagram page, it shows Karen holding, I believe, not one, but 2 pregnancy tests. And then Zach tells Fatima that there is something that he needs to talk to about her face to face. And so I believe that there's a child, which I think this is the worst thing that could possibly happen in the Sistas universe, because all of them got drama, all of them have issues, and the last thing that either of them need is a child. It's scary. God. It's really scary. Now I'm going to say something. I'm going to go out on a whim, because I've always believed this, but I don't think I ever said it on the video. I believe that Aaron is sterile. I don't believe that Aaron can have children. And this is the reason why I say this. When you go back to season 1, Aaron tells Karen that he had a drug problem. And a lot of times when you have dealt and used hard drugs, it does take effect on your body. There's a possibility that you cannot have children. It can affect your sperm count. And I look at his relationship and his marriage with Fawn. Aaron was married 15 years. And the children that Fawn had, she had them before she got with him. And I'm like, the whole time that they were married, they never had a child. No, he wasn't using protection with his wife, but he never produced a child with her. So I'm like, I really believe, I'm like, I don't even know if Aaron can have children. I really don't. I don't believe that he can have kids. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's just say he can. So we're dealing with a woman who is pregnant, who does not know who the father is. But back to the whole thing of Karen drinking and smoking, I think is, for me, I don't believe that Karen found out she was pregnant until Wednesday night's episode. And I believe, and I stated in my review, I believe that once she asked, what's her name? Nosy ass Pam to watch The Shop, that's when I believe she went and got the pregnancy test. So one of the reasons why I don't believe that she told Aaron is because she didn't have confirmation during that time, because the moment that he left, she left. So I'm going out on a whim to say when Zach actually came to the salon, she already had the evidence and the verification and the confirmation that she was indeed pregnant. That's what I believe. I don't believe she's trying to trap Zach. I know it does look that way because, like I said, she is emotionally all over the place right now, and that's just what it is. So there is this thing going around about, of course, Karen wanted to be with Zach because of his money. That is also incorrect, because if you go back to season 2, we started seeing the regression of Karen during that time. And this is before Zach hit it big with the stock. This is before the money. And it's also before she knew anything about Fatima. And so if you go back to the end of season 2, after Karen and Zach had sex, after Zach and Karen had sex in the closet, she went to her girls and she told them that she wanted to be with Zach, that she loved him. She wanted him to come home, even though she knew it would not last and it wouldn't work. That's when I knew that Tyler Perry was about to jack up the character of Karen. For her to intentionally say those things out loud. And I'm one of those people, I may think something, but when I verbalize it and it sounds dumb as hell, I know, okay, Alicia, you don't make that decision. But it was the fact that Karen spoke those things and she really wanted that to happen. So when they went to the grocery store and bumped into Fatima and Zach, that's when all the hell broke loose, because Karen read more into that sexual escapade between her and Zach than she should have. And I do understand it, because her and Zach's entire relationship has been based on the narrative of break up to make up. That's all they do. First you love me, then you leave me. That's a game for fools. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about for those who love old school music. But that's has been the nature of their relationship up until now. And I think that's why the conversation they had on Wednesday night's episode was so vitally important. And I think because, we have all these different teams. I'm Team Zatima. I'm Team Karen. I'm Team Aaron. I'm Team Zach. That sometimes being on those teams can cause people to overlook the stuff that's right there in front of our eyes. I know that when Karen was asking, have I not held you down? Have I not done those things? And he was like, yeah. And I think it was overlooked. Because when you read the comments, you see so many people talking about, well, she treated that man like trash. She talked to him, horrible every time they were around each other. And I think the reality is, when you think about it, does someone just start talking down on people for no reason? Does someone just completely change for no reason? So something happens in the relationship that causes damage, that causes a breach in whatever agreement that you may have had. And even though we didn't even know about, I'm going to say me, I didn't even know about the different business ventures that Zach had that Karen paid for. So there were a lot of things that were going on in the relationship that both of them contributed to. So even though I may like a certain character, or I may, root for certain people to be together, I definitely cannot negate the certain things that happened in their relationship. Period. Their relationship is toxic. They do not need to be together. I will always stand on that. But I think because so many people are dismissive to certain things because they don't like someone, it shows. And it shows in the comments. It shows in people's statuses, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's good, because it definitely creates conversation pieces for people to talk about, whether it's with you and your partner, or you and your homies, or whatever like that. It does create that thing. But as far as Karen being pregnant, I think it's true. I think it's I think it's legit, you know what I'm saying, true. And some people feel as though Karen is only telling Zach that because she's trying to destroy his relationship with Fatima. I don't believe that either. I don't believe that either. I do believe Zach when he says that when Karen put him in jail, that's when he knew he couldn't be with her. And I could understand that too. And I may not like Zach, but however, when it comes to truth and when it comes, I don't despise him. I just don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, just for me, I feel like Zach is doing the same thing in his relationship with Fatima that he did to Karen in their relationship. And because they both have mentioned that Zach told Fatima, you know, you're acting just like my ex in the beginning. Like, you're being nice. You're uplifting me. You're saying these things. I don't know how to take you because that relationship turned sour. And the same thing that Karen said to Aaron, you know, she said that Zach kind of reminds me of you. In the beginning, everything was good. Everything was fine. Then something happened and the relationship changed. I think regardless of the teams that we are on, majority of us can agree that we do not want to see Karen and Zach together in any capacity. I think we can all agree on that. Now, this whole pregnancy thing, I'm scared for this child. And I honestly, I don't want it to happen. I really don't. I hope that Karen read the pregnancy test wrong. I really don't want her to be. Just for the sake of, you know, pushing the narrative of bringing children into toxicity and, you know, bringing kids into situations that are not promising. I really don't want to see that. And I don't want to see that with 36-year-old grown ass people. But there it is. I believe Karen is pregnant. I do not believe that she is lying. I do not believe she's doing it to trap Zach, and I do not believe that she's doing it for the money. I believe that they're just both having a hard time dealing with the fact that it really is over, because a lot of people don't want to talk about the stuff that Zach did in season 2 when Karen was definitely trying to move forward with Aaron. They basically were doing the same thing. The only difference is I believe that Zach did it with popping up personally. His was more of, you know, physical, and Karen's is more emotional. But to me, it pretty much it equates to the same thing. It equates to the exact same thing. But yeah, man, we're gonna see what happened next Wednesday. I was asked to do a breakdown of the the preview. I will do that. I will be reviewing the after show December 22nd, I believe it is. And yeah, so I'm gonna put out some more videos this week concerning this particular, you know, dynamic of individuals. And so until next time, I will holler at y'all later. When